thought we could have a bit of a mess around today on changing up the elements out of it.
Okay.
So it's slightly arty, but it's also achievable. And I show stuff at home, and people say to me, "But you didn't get to finish it," so chance to do it.
Right, so this is the one-day special launching tonight.
Yeah, it's called Lovely Moments by
How
Studio Light.
excited are you for it?
I am really, because the die cuts are brilliant, because it's got some really funky new pages.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got some behind us that we'll show
Yeah.
later, but they're all different shapes. So you've got like a harlequin one, you've got really nice flower ones, and they all fit the other ones that we've had. So all the other stuff you've seen from Studio Light, they all fit, and you know, you've got some really beautiful background. And
They're
all
lovely,
this,
aren't they?
and you get the papers, so it all you could just do this, or what we and Janice and I are going to do.
Are we going to do that?
No, but we're going to do something that you could use like this. So the style of the book lends itself very much to what we're going to do, but we're just going to use elements from it.
Right, be gentle with me, Lou.
I know you can do this with your eyes shut.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Right.
Let's give it a go.
You've got paint pot, water.
Yes, I've got some water.
Right, all you need is scrubby...
Blender.
a blender.
Yeah.
A blender. And I've given you a clean one, which is new for me. That's something new. I've got a bit of gesso.
Yep.
And the gesso is to knock some of these back, because we've got a piece of craft card. Well, you can choose, actually. You can choose whether you want that one or that one. I'm not worried.
Oh, no, you choose, because I'm rubbish at choosing.
Right, well, I'll leave you that one.
Yeah, let's just do that.
And what I've done is I've cut the first piece out. And as you can see, it's really quite a nice shape. But you can paint that if you want. You don't have to leave it like that. So then the next step is I've got a piece of card. Now, this is not great for watercolouring, but it's great for adding that certain something.
Okay.
So I'm not going to stick it down with water. The reason being is...
With water?
glue, water. I meant to say wet. With wet glue.
I'm not going to stick it down with water.
Oh, I could try, couldn't I? That won't work.
I thought that's a new concept.
Yeah, try
Okay.
that. Stick it down with wet water. I'm going to use bits of tape, and the reason is because it's not going to introduce any more or extra water.
Is this double-sided?
Yeah, double-sided. You only need little bits, because I like to keep it
Have
free.
you split yours in?
Yeah, just ripped it.
Ripped it in half.
Yep, just rip it in half.
Okay.
You only need little bits.
Okay, just on.
And this is just to show you that on the actual die itself, you get lots of layers. So you can have the size, any size you want. You know, you don't have to just be constrained by.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll put the first one on.
That's the larger one.
Yeah. The next size up. Okay. It doesn't matter which side you put it on. It's up to you.
Oh, you're doing yours that way?
Yeah. It doesn't matter whichever. All we're going to do is just leave a tiny, just a little gap.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then what we can do is, if you're a bit sort of unsure about what goes next and next, always put them together, and you know that that one will go there. Now, this is where you can mix up your papers. So if you use white card or you use cream card, it really doesn't matter.
Are these dies on the show tonight?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Great.
And what they are, a full set. And I've got them there with me. But they create all these layers for you.
Yes.
You don't have to mess about.
Now, I just need to check a couple of comments, because they're coming through fast and thick on Facebook Live. We've got Cheryl, we've got Tori, we've got Heather, we've got Lisa John. Hello, everyone. Sylvia, hello to you as well.
Hi, guys.
Cheryl, hello to you. Anna Maria, hello to you. It's great to have you company. Oh, Emma's with us as well. Emma says hi. Right, let's take a look. Oh, Sylvia, you missed Good Morning Hochanda. Still asleep. Oh,
I hope that wasn't...
sounds like me the other day, actually.
Well, if you're working hard, that's all right. If you're just having a snooze because you're a lazy sod, that's different, isn't it? I can't say that.
No, you can't.
I did say it, though, but sometimes you want a lazy day.
You could say sausage.
Sausage, yeah. Oh, right, I can't say that. Right.
But
Anyway.
don't say wet earth. Right.
Why?
Silly sausage. You can say silly sausage, can't you? Yeah. Yes, you can.
Ah, wet. That means it's a grass.
It is. It's wet earth.
Yeah, it is. It's grass. I get you. I'm like, what?
Isn't it? Yeah, words aren't words funny that they're taken and used
especially
in other ways.
when you're in different regions.
Yes.
Because what matters. I always remember, I'm not going to say it, but we had a teacher, and what swearing in down south is swearing up north. and vice versa. And I also remember her shouting this word out in the class, and it just like the kids just went, and you're just like, oh, maybe not. Right, I've just got a little bit here, but I'm not actually going to stick this one down. All I've done is made the base, so you can keep these two separate, because what I'm going to do is, you can see you've got a nicely coordinating cut papers.
Yeah.
I've chosen papers that have got bits and bobs off. See, they're not that different.
Don't you want to change? Don't you want to have that coordinates better with yours?
No, don't worry, because I'm changing it now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you do have papers, these are from the little pad that we've got.
Yeah.
So the pad itself is a 6x6 pad, and it's so useful. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this up. Now, the other thing that you do, don't forget that you can use the back, but I love the softness of this.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is, when you use your gesso, my advice is use it from underneath and use the lid, because then you're not going to put too much on. So we get that gesso, we get a little tiny bit on the edge like that. That might even be too much, and then we're just going to work it in.
That.
Yep, just work it into that, and then see. Yep, a little bit more, and you do it in little bits, the stages.
Oh, right, okay.
So we're not overloading it, because it's hard to get it off once you've got it on too much.
Yeah.
Right, and all we're going to do is just lightly, and I mean lightly, just skim over the paper.
You can hardly see it.
Exactly.
Ah, yeah, got you.
You can put a little bit more on if you feel that you can. And what you're doing is...
gosh, you're just dumbing it down, aren't you?
Yeah, you're just taking that edge off it, but you're also giving it a tooth so that you can paint on it. Because some papers, I haven't tried these yet, I am going to try them. Some papers are easier to work on and blend, and some papers aren't. So if you spent ages getting a card ready, and your last bit of paper ain't going to work, you're a bit gutted. So doing it this way, you know it's going to take on it.
You know the dies on the show tonight, Lou?
Yeah.
We've had a question from Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Mary Craft Flowers. Are the journal dies different from the last release?
Yeah, all different.
Brilliant.
All different. Although they all go in like the collection, they're all very different.
Are they?
They've all got some have got flowery edges, some have got scalloped edges, yeah. Although they might look similar, they are different, because there's no point. It'd be awful that if you bought them and then think, oh, she's selling these again. They were on last week.
Are they on the website yet?
I don't know.
I wonder.
Sometimes
keep checking the
them
website to make sure. Oh, you've got quite a lot on. Shall I put more on?
No, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. I put a bit on there, and then it's entirely up to you. You don't have to do the other side. Or you can do it if you want. It's just a way of making things more coherent, sort of a bit more together. And like I say, you get a paintbrush on that, it's really difficult to get a dry brushing effect. It just ends up blobbing all over with a paintbrush. Right. Or you'll get a big area of white and then none of the anywhere else.
Okay.
Now you can do this with any card or paper you've got. I don't want to get rid of that beautiful colour though. I really like that. I think it's really pretty. So we're not going to glue that down yet. What we're going to do is we're going to work on this as a piece, like we're going to make it the front cover. Okay. Now this is the really simple bit. We're going to choose a flower, whichever one. Okay. I love this, but it doesn't matter to me which one.
Are these on the show tonight?
This is part of the one day special.
Really? Oh my word, I'm loving these.
So they all work within these.
Okay, this is a sneaky peek, everybody. Yeah, let's give you a sneaky peek. I'll put it on the back there so you can see. So we've got that lovely, I think that is that a hydrangea?
It is a hydrangea.
Yeah. Could also be an apple tree if you take away the big leaves.
It could be anything, can't it, if you colour it?
That's your hydrangea. Let me show you the carnation and the rose.
Yep.
There you go, carnation and the rose. You've got some sentiments. Sneaky peek for tonight's
really good
one day special. And here is your, is that your peony? Or your rose?
A peony. Or it could be like a cottage rose, you know?
Cottage rose, you're right. Yeah. Cottage rose. Love that.
But then we've got these bags of... And these all tie in with all the colours and all the papers and everything that we've got.
Okay, and these are all part of the one day special that's coming up tonight. Can't wait for that, launching at 6 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Right, okay, Lou, so...
Right, so we've got all our... I mean, most of us have got some forms of distress ink. Not in your life, we've all got plenty of that. But what we're going to do is bear in mind that this is still visible, this colour. So we're going to look for something that's sort of looks right with it. So
yeah.
if I was to say, I could go with green, I could go with pink, but I quite like the idea of this fired brick.
I might go for spice marmalade.
Absolutely, cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just choosing one colour?
Just for now, yeah. All we're going to do is stamp with
the
ones.
pink?
You
See, this is the
that,
problem I have, choosing.
You could also, if you wanted to do green later on, you could go have that one later, but I love them too.
Yeah.
I like them.
I'm going to go for that. That's the one I chose first of all.
Absolutely.
I know the pink goes with the rose, but
you can add pink to it.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So
I
all we're going
nearly
to do...
drank this. I did. Did you see me? I picked it up and I nearly drank it.
You're at the pub. We're having a pub do, aren't we? Right. That was cracking.
I really nearly did drink that. Actually, I've not put
She actually did pick it up to drink it, and I just looked at her and I thought, no, don't do that.
Sorry.
No, that was class. Get that on a blooper if you can. Right, which one do you want? Do you want the hydrangea or the
You choose
cottage?
first and I'll go for
I'll have
some.
this one and then you use that one.
Okay.
All right. So, we're not...
I've got the hydrangea.
Yeah.
I've got some of these in my garden at the moment.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, don't forget, when you have a big stamp, you can always use... I love these mounts by Clarity. They're great. I
Yeah,
use them for everything.
they're fabulous because they've got the markings on as well, haven't they?
They have. And you can use it diagonal or anything, but for these big stamps, you want something. Now, so, just a little tip is when you're...
So these are from Clarity. I love the grips on the top there, you know, so they don't slip, which is really good. Yours will be clean when you get yours, so I can just...
Well, they're made to sort of fit in that so they don't move out of the little, what's it called? The starter kit. So it's even better then, isn't it?
Tori says, Janice drinking moonshine from a mason jar. Habits hard to break, Janice. Yep, you bet.
Maybe. I was going to sing Deliverance, but I better not. Right.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's a great film.
Ding, 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 ding.
Right, so I've got this. It's now, you can feel, it's got that tooth to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's ready, going to take this.
Yeah.
So the idea of an oxide or
Yep.
a distress, it doesn't matter. And all we're going to do is just concentrate on the flower.
Oh, I'm still going to go with spice marmalade.
Oh, yeah, please do. I mean, you can do anything. I mean, I've only put certain colours out, but we're good. Then you can colour it with a different colour. Now, I love this so I can see it. I can see where it wants to go. If you've got a stamp platform, that's even better. And we're going to do the really simple and easy watercolour technique. So I would turn it whichever way you want to go. So if you want it that way or that way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not worried. So I'm just going to go get this back. I'll show you what I mean. So if I wanted that like that, I'd get my whole thing and think, do I want the flower to be
got
that
you.
way?
Yes.
Or do I want it to be that way? Or do I want it to be that way? Now, I think that looks quite nice.
Do you know what? I've just turned mine the same way.
It's because we're left and right-handed.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. So, doesn't matter if we've left this a while. You can huff on it. Take it away, though. The height, don't leave that there because
That was me huffing on my stamp, by the way.
Oh,
I didn't want you to get any idea.
did you see what I was doing?
No?
I'm huffing paper. Did you see that? I'm huffing paper. Heavy breathing. Right. You're going to pass out in a minute.
Right.
You're going to hyperventilate. Right, okay. So you can have it any way you want. I'm just going to keep it like that. And I'm just going to very gently, just put it plonk, straight down. That actually goes really well with that.
Do that?
Yeah. Straight down. Give it good. And then round the edges, and you'll find that the stamps work for themselves. Done. That'll be good now.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect. Now we've got the oxide and you use an oxide, and it's a really nice, gentle sort of effect.
Oh, I've got a message here from Heather. What's the difference between oxide and distress inks? Good question.
One's like more opaque and white. I'll show you what I mean. I haven't got two there. If I show you on a bit of paper, hang on, Mr. Mannering, I'm here. Right, can you see that's got sort of like a transparency, but if I was to put this on here, this is more opaque. And if I was to show you on here as well, you can see that that's transparent, but that's more opaque.
Okay.
So there's like a solid solidity to it rather than a transparency.
Oh, thank you for that, and thanks for asking the
Good
question,
question, that,
Heather.
actually,
Well
because
done.
a lot of people said to me, like, what is it? And I say, right, well...
The stamping platforms, we've got a question from Anna Maria. The stamping platforms that we are using, yes, they are available. They're from Clarity.
Yeah, they are.
What I like about them in particular is the grip at the top. Well, it's on each side, so it's ingenious, it really is. So at the top you can see you've got an area there, and at the sides as well, so you can grip that.
You can do it that way.
Yeah.
That way, whichever way.
Yeah.
And they're made to fit in the groovy system so they don't mess around, you know, sort of move around. But it's genius because that helps me to keep hold of it then,
There's
doesn't
nothing
it?
worse if you're holding a platform and it slips out your hand.
Yeah.
That grip is perfect.
Try this though. It's easy in one hand though. It's not too weighty because some of them are really thick acrylic. You're too weighty and they'll drop out. Whereas this, you can even just. And I've only got little hands.
And you've also got the lines in here. So you've got your crosses on there. That's for placing the stamps on, is that right?
And words.
And words, so you can get them straight on there. These are
And
available
corners.
from Clarity.
Because if you want to do a
Go
corner,
and check them out.
you just put your.
Oh yeah, of course, the
you know, you can
corners.
see where they go. Because corners are really difficult. Well, they are for me.
And that's why Barbara Gray is a genius.
Is Barbara Gray. That's right.
Love that.
Now,
Thank you.
Can do a couple of things, and we can do a bit of blending.
Okay.
Or we can do a little bit of colouring in. It's totally up to you. But the first thing we're going to do is make this pop out.
Yes.
So I've got a little bit of the. Oh, what was it? Was it
I
weathered
need
wood?
some then, don't I?
Well, put a little bit of your main colour, which is your spice
marmalade.
blob. You don't need a lot. And I think I used. It was. Which one did I blooming use? Weathered wood. And I've got a little bit of weathered wood, but you could use a green as well, just to show you what I mean. I might use that one because I'm picking up on the green and the...
Right. So I might pick up on that. I might go weathered.
Yeah.
Weathered wood.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
See, ice spruce is a little bit lighter. Oh, it is ice spruce to use before. It's quite a nice
You
one.
going
ice
for three
spruce.
colours?
No, it's the same colour. I was just testing.
Oh, okay.
Right, so
Put those there.
I've given you best brush, and all you need to do is I'm only using a water brush because it's handy, but you
What am
can
I
use
using
anything. Use a water brush.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know,
Sorry, I'm not
if
doing
you're
my
more
hair.
comfortable doing it like that, I mean, I can use a brush as well just to show you. So use your water brush. So you don't have to. People always say they have to use it as a water brush. You don't. You can just use it as a paintbrush as well. So you don't have to keep going like that because if you're not comfortable with one of these, you'll flood the valve.
Yeah.
It'll flood it all out.
Probably best to start just as it
Yeah,
is.
so just
Right.
you can still dip it. Now, what you're going to do is we're going to make the first step is to make the flower pop out.
Okay.
We don't want to obliterate this colour, but what we want to do is sink it back down.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a paintbrush and I'm going to get my darkest colour. I'm going to make a wash.
Can't I
Same with
use a
you.
paintbrush
Yeah, of course
like you?
can.
I want to be like you, Lou.
No, you can. Yeah. Oh, you're sad.
Apart from Saturday, August the...
Oh, it's that when we play you.
No, when's the first match? Is it August the 2nd, August the 11th? August the 2nd, isn't
Yeah.
it? Who are you playing first? I think we've got Watford at home.
Oh, I've got it on my calendar, you know. I've got the whole year. Got the whole year there. Right. So I've got quite a watery texture.
Which colour shall I go for?
Darkest
the dark,
first.
The dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all we're going to do is we're not going on the line.
No?
We're going around it. So tiny bit more water.
Okay.
Because you can always add a little bit more ink.
Yeah.
And we want to create depth.
So we're bringing... got you. We're
So
bringing
all
it
we're
out.
going to do is around it. Now, it doesn't matter if you touch it at all. But what you don't want to do
Yeah.
is... You don't want... I'll just show you again. So if you go round, don't go round the whole... I make that mistake all the time. Don't go all the way round like that. Because you're not going to be able to come back and blend it out. So you need to do a little bit at a time. It doesn't matter if it mixes with your main colour.
No?
Nope, not at all. And then we're just going to go round. And the reason I know somebody will say the question, well, why didn't you just leave the paper? Well, you could, but if you leave the paper,
Yeah.
it's got no tooth. So what
So
I would
don't go
suggest-
all the way round, you're
No,
saying?
what I would do now is
Yeah.
blend that out with
Yeah.
with a clean brush and just blend it out so that it's disappearing.
Got you. So it's just dark.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now you would not have been able to do that had you not got gesso on it,
Yes.
because it would have sunk correct
through
straight
to
in.
the paper. Got you.
Because it's not meant to be watercoloured.
Yeah.
But however, you have now created your own. So you just go all the way round. So you're actually creating a lovely layer of colour, but what you're not doing is obliterating it.
Yeah.
And when you've done it, it'll shock you how easy this little trick is, but how much impact it has on the actual
You're right, it does, doesn't it?
picture, yeah. And sometimes where you've stamped, if you let that bleed into the background, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's another step I can show you in a minute.
It's like a little washed out look.
Yeah, just go all the way round.
Even though it's got the gesso on,
Yeah.
okay, because we're talking about it not bleeding into the paper, it's still going to dry all right, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's all you're doing is like a whitewash. You're giving it something that it can grip on. With it be anything that has water in it will dry lighter. There's only emulsions and pigments that dry darker.
Yeah.
Most things. Now, if you've got areas that don't contain any petals or anything,
Yeah.
don't forget them as well, because you're actually trying it to be around the flower.
Yeah.
So,
Did that on
right. Actually quite like this. I hope some people aren't watching now so I can do it again at 6 o'clock. No, I'll do it again at 6, but I'll do something else. Now, if you want to change your colours up, look, I've got a tiny bit of green by mistake, but it actually looks quite nice. You can add a bit of colour.
I'm a bit more, mine's a bit more subtle, is that
I think
okay?
yours is beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah, I do actually. It's gorgeous. You want to see what she's done with it. Right, sorry, she's rude, Janice. She's talented, you know what she's doing. Right.
Oh, hang on a minute.
A little bit in the middle that needs attention, but you're at a wonderful stage now where you can add more if you want. Look at that, stunning.
Nice, isn't it?
So if you wanted to,
In it. That was really Leicester, sorry, isn't it? In it.
in it. Oh,
That was
I do.
me.
In
I
it,
fall
don't
back
it?
into my Leicester accent every now and again.
It's because you're with me. Leonie does it. Right, we've got this. Now what you could do, and I'll just show you if people want to do a little bit more at home. I would always suggest less is more at the beginning, and then when you're more comfortable doing it and you want to drop some more colour in, drop some more colour in, but only do it perhaps around, not as much around the edge. So for instance, I've done a smaller line and then a dry brush, and what you do is you wet the paper and bring the wet brush to it, so then you're not, and wiggle it, you've got to wiggle your brush, and then by doing that wiggle you sort of clearing it away so it adds more depth around the flower.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Might be a song in that.
Wiggle it.
Not a great
just
one, like,
a
but
little bit.
oh, I've been 80s driving down the road, not letting my hair down and all that, but yeah, some of them, and then they just get great, the songs, and then they put all the power ballads on, and I'm like, oh, I'm not
Yeah,
having
me
these.
too.
Get this rubbish off.
There's a remake of a very famous movie from the 80s
Oh, is that?
that included somebody flying around in an aeroplane
Is that?
and riding on a motorbike and then being in a bar and singing songs. And the new movie is exactly the same.
It is, and he's
in a plane.
He's doing
He
it
goes
again,
in a
isn't
bar. And he goes on a motorbike at the same speed as the aeroplane. So it's exactly the
he?
same.
It's exactly the same.
But it's a
And-
brand new film.
Well, that makes me laugh when they do stuff like that.
I know.
But it's like I was going to say, I am not going to watch these new Harry Potter films. I love Harry Potter.
I've not watched one.
I absolutely adore it. I listen to it every night going to sleep. I absolutely adore it. Word for word, every film.
Really?
And I've managed to sort of stay away from the two new ones, and it's only lasted a year, and now I can't stop watching them. They're brilliant. I love films like that because it's escapism.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry about anything.
I know what you mean.
So, anyway, I have done a little bit more shading around it, and that just shows you how easy it was. Dead simple. It's laid back to and easy to do this, so it's not as messy.
Okay.
Perfect. Janice, that is lovely.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a question.
Brilliant.
Would this work on watercolour paper?
Perfect. That's what we've, in essence, that's what we've made by making this paper. But we can't always have it. We haven't always got the money or whatever. We haven't got it at home. So by doing the trick with this, we have got it then.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. I like that.
What
Very
we're
good
going to
tip.
do now is,
Yep.
we're going to do, it's really, we might not even use this main colour, but we're going to think about where the leaves are
Yep.
and the light would be. So, if anything is there and there's something over it, around it, it will create a shadow.
Yeah.
So if we say that the light is always coming from the right, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Anything that on the left or on top of it would have a little bit of a shadow. So what do I mean by that? Well, all I'm going to do is just wet the brush.
Yeah.
And I'm just wetting where the stamped image is, and just on one side. I'm blending it out exactly the same way. So
blending out the ink.
Yeah, and just to show you what I meant, that this edge here is on top of this edge. That edge is on top of that. So if I just wet that and bring that out a little bit, I'm creating a shadow.
Oh, I think I've gone wrong already.
No, you haven't. You can't go wrong with it.
Oh, really?
That's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, it's perfect because you're just trying to bring out a little bit of
got you, yes.
shadow and light in it, and you can't go wrong, because if you do go, all you do, get a bit of colour on your brush and put your colour back in. Yeah. So that's too strong. If you get it like that,
yeah,
dead easy. All you do is wet your brush and bring it out again, and you've done that. Perfect.
Just show you mine.
That is really
just lift
nice.
That up so you can see that.
Look at Janice's now.
I'm just starting to drag out the colour to build and create.
That's all you do. You don't do anything else.
Shadow.
You can if you want. You can be all fancy and.
Well, that one's starting to run now. Look.
Right, what you do then is get it wet and just pick it up. And I'll pick it up with your paintbrush. You don't have to. And if you dab it with a paper towel, just don't dab onto it because you'll take colour off. All you do is just like screw it up into like a point and just dip it on. So I'm showing you a couple of ways of doing it now. If you used a vintage photo, that's a good tip to show you actually. I'll do it again. I've got a bit mad here, so I'll do that. And what I've done is I've created a pool of colour and I don't want it. So just use your finger to lift some of it and then wash, and it just comes off. It's really easy. Really easy. Just honestly, and if you're really, really sort of lost and don't know what I'm talking about when I say about like leaves being on top of each other, all you do is just put wherever you've stamped a little bit of water like this. So you don't even have to worry about what I've just said. You're just creating a really nice washed out look.
You start to get that. The more you do, the more you start to get the hang of it. The more you look around and go, right, that leaf is on top of that leaf, so there's the shadow.
Absolutely.
I think it's practice, isn't it, Lou?
It is, and it's not being scared, because at the end of the day, it's a piece of paper you've painted on, because you want it to match colours, but there's so many different papers in that. You can create all sorts of different. I mean, I could paint that over with gesso again when it's dry.
Yeah.
And have it like a pretend it was like the background of the paper.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. Now you think when we've done, I'm not going to be long because I know it's like watching paint dry. But when we've done this, you will see how this actually looks like a printed piece of paper. That looks like
amazing.
I see. I prefer yours.
No, because I've bleached out some of my.
But I actually like that. I really like that because you softened it.
Yeah.
And see, it wouldn't do for us all to produce. I mean, the same thing. That's why when we're doing stuff like this, it's a case of.
It's nice to do it together because you can learn from one another, can't you?
Yeah, of course you can. And it's like I like the colours you've used. And although that is one of my favourite colours, I wouldn't have thought of using it, and it's just works so well with your paper. However, had I been on my own, I wouldn't have even thought of it. So, I mean, this is a really good set. It is a really good set. The dies in it are absolutely stunning. They've got like scalloped edges. One's got a harlequin cut out. They're really well thought of it. And
I can't wait for this one day special.
It's really nice. It seriously is nice. And the fact that you've got all those dies and they work with everything you've already got. I really do feel that Studio Light now, they've completely changed from what I knew. Seriously. I knew them a few years ago and they were very, very different.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And it was more towards your decoupage and peel-offs.
Yes.
And now, things move on and change, and we've got this really wonderful, diverse sort of set of people there now that I want to change it up. So I've got a wishy-washy feel, which oxides do that. Oxides do. And I've got a tiny bit here where my leaves are, and you might have.
I have as well.
And what you might want to do is where, if you've used green, I've got the spruce is a good colour. Yeah. It will be quite dark underneath where your leaves are. your petals, sorry. Just do that. Don't colour it in, because if you colour it in, you're going to lose the whole effect of the paper. And then wash it out and let the colour bleed.
Yeah.
That's it, you've got it. And you can even take your paintbrush over the whole lot of that later. Doing really well. That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And you said the main thing, it's practice and confidence.
Yeah. I think once you get it, you start to get it more, and then you do it slightly different the next time, and then you become comfortable with your own technique.
You do. And another thing, a little tip is when you're drawing flowers, painting flowers, the colour of the leaf and the colour of a flower, they will have, say the green, like a rose.
Yeah.
A red rose, it'll have a red in the leaf.
Yeah,
always,
it does.
Always. Because it's it's together. It can't help but blend its colours together. And then there's another one, isn't there, like all colours go together because everything goes with green. So I'm mixing up the colours here just to show some people at home might want to change up colours and do something a little bit different. So you don't have to.
Are you colouring in your leaves?
Yeah, I'm just blobbing them out. Yeah, that's it, you've got it. That's it. You can just go right over it. So rather than sort of washing over, you just put a little bit of water and let them do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you can put your paint pens on it later. Not paint pens. Yeah, you can do that as well. What are they called? Your aqua pencils.
Oh, yeah.
They look brilliant on it. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
So, you've done that. That's stunning.
I like that.
I really do like that. Now, you don't have to do this, but sometimes, I think it works. You'll get your piece. Now, it will ruckle or buckle, whatever you want to call it, because it's had water introduced to one surface and not the other. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get anything. I'll just put anything on here.
Go for sentiment.
Yeah, just a little sentiment. I'm not putting that on.
Oh.
Condolences. It's a bit sad.
Oh.
Condolences. I don't want to put that.
For you, I love you. For you, I love you.
No, condolences it's got on
You did it, congrats. For you, I love you. You did it, congrats. Is that all one? Oh, no, they're separate. Sorry. For you, I love you. You did it, not on the same one.
You nutter. Right. Now, I think, looking at that, don't work to me, that. So what I'm going to do is the colour stamped on.
Yep.
I'm going to get a tiny bit. See, I think a bit of marmalade, you doing it with a bit of marmalade now would work. So I've got this edge here, and I mean a tiny bit, it's oxide this, it's strong, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the edge and then just wash it in. So I've got
you
that little tiny bit of colour that's mixing it all up together. See, I do cleanish things, don't I? No, not.
Nah.
Even this is mucky.
Listen, the messier the better.
Yeah. And you need to waft it a bit. And you can sort of work at it and say, right, do we need any more? And I don't think so now, because that now works with that, in my opinion, much better than it did before. But you can build it up. I mean, I could get a pencil in that and do some pencil work. But you'll see that it has that instant waft.
Waft it.
You'll see
just a little.
Just that tiny bit.
Yeah.
There you go, look. It's just brought it all together.
Yep, like
so
that.
what we're going to do now is you can wet glue this or double-sided tape, it's up to you.
Yep.
And all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue.
I've already got mine on there.
Oh, well, you're clever, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, you can either stamp your sentiment first or stick it on. It's
I'm
up
going to
to you.
stick it on.
Right, so I'll do mine then as well. Now at home you'd use wet glue. I was going to say wet water. You can use wet
We're
water.
sticking the other side on as well.
Yes, we are, yeah. Wet water.
Wet water.
Do you know, I've had a project that
I think we're being told we've done 40 minutes,
No
but
way.
I'm taking no notice of them because I'm really enjoying myself. They all want to go off and have a cup of tea and some lunch, and I'm like, they keep saying, OK, Janice, you've done 40 minutes now. And I'm like, yep, not even acknowledging it.
Who cares? Right, I'm sticking this on here. It won't take long anyway. But it really shows that something...
We'll be finishing shortly.
Yeah, we will. But it shows that something that looks quite intricate. I mean, I've done it before, and I know people have seen it, but it's so simple to do. And when you see other people doing it, I'm actually just proving a point that, you know, it is as easy as it looks.
Now we've got another comment. I'm just going to stick this down. From Sandy. Please got home from work early. Oh, I'm glad you got home from work early as well. Well done.
Oh, but you're not having a skiving day, no, are you?
I'm just going to get
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Right.
Hey, have you ever skived off school? You can say it now because we're well past school age, aren't we?
But
Did you ever
as a
skive?
teacher or as a kid?
Oh, no, as a kid.
Oh, of course. I used to paint my own bruises on my legs to get off.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
Love that.
I don't know how my mum used to put up with me.
Love that. Not that you should. Not that
No,
I think
don't ever
that
do
skiving
that.
off school is a good
We
thing.
used to have a whack man.
Pardon?
A whack man.
What's a wagman?
A whack for when you're wagging it.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. It used to come round and find out where you were.
Whack man. And we used to have Knitting Nora, the head explorer.
Knitting. Yeah, we used to have knitting Nora as well.
Hands. Used to go like that. Hands, face. You'd be like pulling your ears off.
Knitting Nora was the person that used to come to your school and check you for knits.
Lice and verrucas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to call her Knitting Nora, the head explorer. And she used to, really, she'd be like...
But she'd use the same comb for everybody. It'd be like, next.
Well, I didn't have them, but I have now, love.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like verrucas so you couldn't go swimming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was...
Or go in the showers. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Are we doing sentiment next?
Yeah, I've got my sentiment, and here's in this big one. Now, just be careful, because I'm a scruffy stamper. But if you've got a stamp platform, that Hampton one is brilliant. And I'm just going to put that there, let your dreams blossom. Now, I'm using the same colour that I've done that.
I'm not. I've gone for a different colour.
Cool, don't matter. So use that. Now, if I must say so...
Oh, Heather says the good old days. The good old days, Heather, they were.
I'm just going a bit more there while Janice is doing that.
Oh, I see, mine won't fit that way.
Doesn't matter who says it has to be anyway.
Who says
There's
that's
no
right.
rules. And I'm just a little trick while
your
I'm
colours
just
are
showing
great.
this is on the very edge of... Oh, you don't... Oh, you silly woman. Right, I've just gone round the edge, but I'm going to get rid of some of it because it's a little bit heavy. And I'm just going to wash it out, and I'm going to age it a little bit just to make it look tiny bit like aged paper. And I've gone over there, but it doesn't matter because I'll show you. If you do that, you could just go over it and do it on there as well, look. No problem. So I've done that bit there just because I went over it and made a right peat tongue. But
We used to stain paper with tin and put it in the oven and bake it like a pirate map. Or was that just me?
no, I like the tea bit, but I never baked it. We used to do that with crisp packets.
Crisp packets?
Oh yeah, they go shrink like that. They
Oh,
make
yeah.
crisp badges. Them and them things that used to go like that with. You ever do
shrimp,
them?
like shrimp plastic, eh? Yes, yes,
You
yes,
smell
yes.
and all that, yeah. You fancy him or you fancy her, and you're like, oh, why did I just make that? Right, I just spent my own maths lesson doing that.
Oh,
Right.
you've gone over. Now we're coming up with 45
Right.
minutes. This is a record.
I'm done. I'm done. You're done.
No, not yet.
No, but you see, look, you've got the confidence now to just go and do your own little thing
Hey,
with
look
it.
at me. Yeah, I don't need you anymore.
No,
No,
you
I always
don't.
need you.
But the thing is, look, that's the nice bit that you sort of took it on and you felt confident enough, and you could go back in with pens and go in with your pencil.
I'm going to show it to the cameras in a moment when I've done it. Oh, Lou, could you show yours to the camera?
Yeah, sure.
Please. To the lovely people at home, not just to the camera.
And that started off as a coloured piece of paper with the new die cut range that was coming. A bit of watercolour, slap it on, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. And look at this one. Look at this.
Do you like that?
How gorgeous is that?
I'm just waiting for the comment because I just heard that somebody wants yours. And then I put mine into shot and everything just went silent.
I like yours better because I can still
So
see
it was
roses.
like, oh, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. I love the colours. Oh, Katie wants that. That's really nice. Put mine into shot. Absolute silence.
You know why? Because they're absolutely gobsmacked at how beautiful it is.
There you go.
It is.
I think it's lovely.
It is.
I like that.
Isn't
Thanks
that
for those
good?
techniques.
Isn't that quick and
Do you know
easy
what?
though?
I'll tell you what I have learned today. I've learned a little bit more about shadowing and got a little bit more confidence. Because, you know, when people talk about it, and they say, this is how you do it, this is how you do it, and you go, oh, okay, but when you actually do it, and then you learn by, yes, I think I made a few errors, but now I've actually done it, I've gone, I get it now.
Absolutely.
I get it. And then you just develop more and more and more, don't
So
you?
easy, and the confidence comes as you do it. But you think that's paper, it's all matching, you've designed it yourself, beautiful.
Oh, everyone's saying well done. Brilliant Lou, brilliant Janice. They're both gorgeous.
They are.
Says Rwanda. Thank you very much. I love them both. Oh, thank you. That's so kind, everybody.
But it's true. No, it's
That's
not
lovely.
kind. Well, it is kind, you're being very nice, but it's actually true.
Yeah.
So they're actually telling you, but that's what it should be about.
Isn't that? It's all about giving people encouragement, isn't
Absolutely.
it? You know, we love your feedback, we really do, and giving people encouragement, because we're all different and we all do things at different ways. Oh, who wants mine? Debbie.
There you go.
Okay, Debbie, you can have it.
Oh,
We'll get it sent out to you.
Who wants mine?
Private message your address.
Who wants mine?
There's a whole tirade of people.
Tirade?
Yeah, is that a word?
Tirade.
There's
Torrent.
there's a lot of people wanting yours. Debbie wants mine. Oh, the music's coming in. That means it's like the speeches at the Oscars. You know, when they start doing the music.
Get off. Where's that up?
They've got to. Yeah.
Like they did to Adele. Get off.
Get off.
I'm off here.
The music is on. All the counting is out now. Lou, say goodbye to everyone.
See you
See you
later.
at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tonight.
Don't forget.
One day special with Lou. It's been great to have your company. See you later. Bye.